your pain. When the dark is closing in, see they want to love you now. When they try to take you down, we be flying off the ground. When the world is going out.
So now let's get into journaling. I've been journaling for a few years now, and I personally just I love me a little journal. I love to write down my thoughts, whether it's negatively or positively. But with journaling, I personally like to buy a new journal every year, which I feel like makes the most sense. However, I guess I just had a lot to say last year. Usually my journal lasts me like, I get these same exact notebooks every year, and I get like a different cover design. Usually these last me the whole year. Last year, I guess I had a lot to say because this only lasted me till end of September. So I started, because I didn't have, I was like, I had this extra one already, so like, I might as well use it. So I started this journal already in October, and then I'm not gonna like waste paper, so, because I only used like this much of last year's. All right, so I was looking and trying to think about what I want to do for my title page. And I think I want to go with this design. It kind of looks like the design I did last year. But what I'm thinking is instead of doing the hell is that? Instead of doing the little flower things or whatever, I'm thinking, or lily pad, whatever the hell it is. I'm thinking of putting like these little stickers I have. I'll show you all in a second. And then doing the same thing and like working the like year over it. Y'all gonna see when it comes together. You'll see in the little time lapse. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. So this is 2024. I love the little title page. I think it turned out really, really cute. It turned out way better than I thought it was going to. And I like the little kissy lipstick stickers I put there. And I ended up actually changing the quote I chose. Before I chose the quote about the 6 P's, about being like patience, which I still really like, but I like this one a lot better. I forgot I had this one picked a while ago. But the quote is, even the most positive people have negative thoughts. The secret is not to feed into them. Because just in general, like the past few years, I've been working on just having a positive outlook on things. And that's a big lesson I learned last year, is that when I did have such a positive outlook on a lot of things, it really just makes everything easier. Like, I don't know, it really does. And it makes you like less stressed out. It just makes life easier. So I figured I'd pick a quote that kind of has to do with that. Affirmation: I am healthy, happy, and radiant. But this year I added a few other things before actually writing down my goals in my journal. I was about to say planner. So last year I ended up like unintentionally checking off a lot of things on my bucket list. So I decided to start writing down my bucket list in my journal. So I'm going to tell y'all a few of the things I have on my bucket list. So I have quite a few. ATVing, which I've always wanted to do. I want to ride a motorcycle so bad. I want to do, the thing about riding a motorcycle, I want to not only like backpack somebody, but I want to learn how to ride a motorcycle. Like, I don't think realistically, as much as I want to, I don't think realistically I'll ever get a motorcycle. That may change, but I don't think I will, just because like realistically my lifestyle, like I just don't think it'll work. It'll just be like a waste of money. But I still want to learn how to ride one really, really bad. Like, so like no one understands, no one gets it. But anyways, I also, why did I write this one? I've already done this already. Did I mean to write something else? I wrote river rafting. I've done that already plenty of times. I think I meant to write something else. I meant to write bamboo rafting. That's what it was. Anyways, I want to go jet skiing. I want to jump off a cliff into water. Listen to me on this one. What I mean by, well, I actually mean two different things by this. Not just jumping off a cliff. Not like jumping off like a cliff and like not like obviously down, like, you know what I mean, a safe distance, into like clear water like they do in the movies. But I also want to do like the ones where like kind of like in more of like a rainforest type of setting and like swing off of like a rope and jump into the water. I want to do that so bad, like so bad. It's insanity. I also want to go hang gliding. I think that's real cool. Bamboo rafting, was it? Not river rafting. I want to see elephants really bad. It's just, because why not? I want to see elephants, lions, but elephants for sure. I don't know why. Elephants just like on the top of my list. And I want to swim with sea turtles. So those are some of the things on my bucket list. I also have a list of foods I want to try. I really want to try Greek food, Cuban food, Brazilian food. And what I mean by like some of these is like I want to like try like them authentically, not just like Americanized, authentic. And beignets from New Orleans, which is a really random one, but I've always wanted to try beignets. Like when I watch Princess the Frog, I want to try them every single time. But those are some of that's from my bucket list and the foods I want to try this year. All right, so now let's get into the part that I'm really excited for, the whole girl talk of just a big reflection on this whole past year, because I like not like I thought it was a bad year, but I didn't think like this year was that exciting until I actually went back in my phone and like looked at memories from this year, and I'm like, oh, that happened this, like that didn't happen like that happened this year. So looking back on a lot of things, because I don't know, for some reason with my memory I like only remember a good half of the, like only remember from like July and up. So but after looking back, I realized I've experienced so much this year and I've accomplished so much and I've just learned and tried so many new things. So I figured I could share a few with y'all of what I feel like I've learned and experienced this year. So to start off, I'm gonna name the biggest accomplishment this year for me, which I still am so proud of myself for and I still celebrate. My biggest accomplishment this year, which wasn't even a goal set, but it's just a big accomplishment just because of obvious things that happened in the past. My biggest accomplishment this year was definitely passing my first semester of nursing school. And it's just like such a surreal feeling for me. It still feels crazy that like next Wednesday I literally start my second semester, but I am beyond proud of myself for that, because it's just so crazy how like taking time off and reevaluating yourself. Because I remember I was looking back at like some of the goals I had set last year, or like set for 2023, and seeing that I accomplished them, and seeing just like reading from like my reflection from last year in my journal. It was just really interesting, because remember I saw one of the things I had set was like trying my best, or like the lesson I learned was like realizing that like school does not define my self-worth, because I felt like that was a big issue that I had, especially, and I realized that when I withdrew the first time. So just seeing the big turnaround of how like having a positive mindset and not putting so much pressure on myself like that really does the best for me. And like now everything just clicks for me. Like obviously there's still times, and there is still going to be times, I only went through one semester, there is and still will be times that things will make not a lick of sense to me, and I will have mental breakdowns, and I will feel like I want to leave and want to quit so bad. But I know that's a part of life and that's normal. But yeah, it's just a huge accomplishment for me, and I'm so proud of myself. And I love seeing the complete turnaround of myself, and just seeing like knowing how much I've learned and that it actually paid off is just such a crazy feeling. In my journal, I make I do two things. I do a year-end review, so this is like 2023, and this is just me writing down. I have like a little summary and then a bunch of questions that I forgot where I found them, but let me know if y'all want me to like list them. I can make a little list for y'all and put it and link it in the description. But like some of the questions, it's like just a bunch of interview questions that I just write down. So like any regrets I had this year, what did I do for career growth, what new skills did I learn, what do I want to leave in 2023, what were my favorite moments, that type of thing. What were my most moments, my worst moments, and then I start listing all of my accomplishments, my experiences, and then my lessons. And then I have a little thing right here where it's one word to describe this year, and this year I put mindfulness. My favorite movie of the year, which was Little Mermaid. Favorite show, I can't think of I don't think I watched any like new shows. Like I did watch a new show but like it wasn't my favorite. So, but actually no, oh my gosh, no, definitely Love Island UK. Definitely, this is my first year watching Love Island. And then favorite place you visited this year, which was Nashville, Tennessee, and Jamaica. But getting into some other accomplishments, one that I did, which I'm so proud of myself about, which is like also kind of random, but I finally learned how to do proper form with RDLs. Like, no one knows the accomplishment that is for me, because I've been working out for now, I started my fitness journey in 2020, so 4 years my fitness journey, but I started weightlifting. I've been weightlifting for 3 years now. And from like the first exercises I started doing weightlifting was deadlifting, but I used to do sumo deadlifts and that type of thing. But I could never do art. I could just never get the proper form, and I always felt in my lower back. And then I just gave up. And then when I started going to working out in like actual gym at LA Fitness, they didn't really have room to be doing deadlifting for real. So I just like stopped doing deadlifting in general. And then once I started going to this new gym, a gym more for people that aren't beginners and people that more do weightlifting, that type of thing. And I randomly one day, I was like, hey, like, I forget they have these. Like, I could be doing deadlifting now for real. So I was like, I was with my friend, I'm just like, let me just do deadlifting for a second, because like I haven't done it in so long. And I watched one, I was like, let me try to see if I can do RDLs. I watched one video. Mind you, I've been watching like video tutorials for years, and I can never get it. Like, it always felt like I needed someone to literally like physically be there and like tell me and like you know, all that type of stuff. But I watched one video and I got it, and I was just like, I was so surprised. So, and now they're like an everything thing in my workout routine now, my leg days. So that's definitely something I'm proud of. And then we're gonna see, I like really want to see how far I'm gonna get, or how much I'm able to lift with RDLs by the end of this year. So I'm not setting any type of goal, but I'm curious. Right now the goal is just to stay consistent with it and to just keep the good form up. So last little girl talk, last little part of this video that I wanted to explain was some of my 2024 ins and outs. Y'all probably seen a little trend on TikTok. I decided to do it just because usually I write down like good habits or something along those lines of like habits I want to make this year. But I feel like in and outs is just a little better. I feel like I'm gonna definitely end up adding to this, but I have a good little list for now. So we're just gonna flip-flop from in and outs. So one in I have is pushing myself in the gym. One out, actually no, that's a lot of work to be going back and forth. We're just gonna do the list of ins, then let's do a list of outs first. Negative and positive, yeah. List of outs, oversharing. Now this one is just to a certain extent, just because like YouTube wise, I kind of have to overshare. Just a tidbit, but like obviously not with everything, obviously. So just oversharing. I don't even know, like I can't even like explain content behind this one for real. This one's kind of hard for me because I'm a professional yapper. So like just controlling it, you know, and just, you know, like sometimes just tell myself like, Bella, relax. Setting boundaries and sticking to them, which is just a huge problem for me because I'm such a people pleaser. But it's definitely out. I'm sick and tired of setting boundaries and letting people walk all over them. This one's a big one for me. Like this one's like seems so minor, but like when I think about it, this one's like actually a big thing that I need to work on, is getting anxiety when I receive and send text messages. I don't know why I don't know what it is with this one, because just like when I'm talking about like when I'm talking about this type of thing, I'm not even talking about like with strangers, people I don't know. I'm talking about like with family, with friends I've known for like 10 years. Like I don't know why. Like that's why my phone's always on Do Not Disturb. When I receive text messages, I don't know why, and like I don't want to respond. I don't know how to respond. Like I don't know what it is about this one. Sending text messages, like all that type of thing, it's just I don't know what it is about it, but like it literally makes my skin crawl for some reason. I think I need to see a therapist for this one, because that one I don't understand that one at all. And with that, I also have this other one, is feeling bad for asking for favors or just ask people for things. This also relates to like the text message thing. I don't know why, but I will sit there and literally text somebody a little favor or ask them if they can go me somewhere, if they like, and I will literally refrain from sending a text messages for the entire day. And it literally does not make sense because it's never that serious. And it would be like the smallest little favor too. Like it's literally never that serious. But I feel like I'm asking them to jump a bridge for me. Like I don't know what it is. Being nervous to meet new people. I was talking to my friend about this one the other day, and it's just like, obviously I feel like you can have like a little nerves with feeling new people. It's not like I'm like a shy person or whatever, so I don't know what it is, but this one's just been like a lately thing, like this past year. It's just more of like, the only way I can explain the situation is like someone invites me somewhere, right? Of like someone I know, and I don't have to know them well or like be best friends with them, but like someone I know invites me somewhere, and it's and I already know there's gonna be a group of people that I don't know that well. I will be nervous or be like to like, I'll be like eerie to go because I don't know these people. I'm just like, and it's not even like I don't want to meet new people, because I do, but I'm just nervous to go meet new people. I don't know what it is with this one, but I'm working on this one heavily. Like I'll just be like I'll still go. I'm still going because I'm the type of person, I stay to my word. Like if I tell you, if you ask me or invite me somewhere, I'm going. Like I don't like to flake on people like that. But like I'll literally get ready and be like, oh my gosh, and like getting ready, I'll be like, oh my gosh, like I'm excited to go, da da da. And like on my way there, I'm just like, wait, I'm like, this is a whole group of friends that like I don't know, and like they all know. I think that's what it is, like being around like a whole group of people, a whole group of friends, and like they're all friends with each other already, and like coming in as a new person, and like that's what so I'm working on this one really heavily. It's really hard. It's it's really hard, and it's just like it's every single time like it eases in when I'm like on my way there. I'm like, oh my god, should I turn back? Like it's not too late to turn back. I'm comparing myself to others, and this is like, this could be with like in the past when I was younger, this used to be a major problem for me. Now it's really with really minor things, and I just always repeat to myself, which is like, it's a corny quote, but it keeps me sane, of a quote that says like, comparison is the thief of joy, because it very much is. And like I said, lately, or like in present time, it's more of just with little stupid things. And I feel like that also go back to spending less time on social media and like scrolling social media, because it's always because of social media. So that's definitely one. Watering down my personality for others. This one was like a huge thing I was working on this past year, and I'm still working on, because it's still not sticking. Because I just like, I feel like I have a very strong personality, and this also ties in with the meeting new people. I feel like I have a very strong personality, and I feel like with a lot of people, just in general, it's like you don't obviously like want to show, I guess, your true colors. Not like my personality is bad or like I have a terrible like sense of character or something, but like I don't even know how to explain this, but like you don't want to be like, I just don't want to come out and like too strong is the best way I could explain it. But also I feel like with that is like, I think so much of like becoming on too strong that like I end up being antisocial and meeting new people because I'm in my head too much. So just like knowing that like I do not have to like, just not worrying about that, I guess, is the best way of like me tackling this one. Like I just explained, it's just the next on the list. Scrolling on social media all day, buying unnecessary items because of social media, because TikTok keeps doing this one to me. And it's just like something recently, and I think it's just because of like when TikTok made like the little update to like what's the word, to for the TikTok shop. And now it's like, before it was just influence, but now it's like literally everybody and their mom is like always trying to promote something. Oh my gosh, guys, people like literally going to store. Oh my gosh, you guys need to get this. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if you never saw that video, you never would have spent the money to need it. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm guilty of this too. So just like not being influenced so much with like these little things. And that's just like goes back to a lot of things tying together, but that just goes back of like spending less time on social media. Because I feel like if I literally, because sometimes like you just go on TikTok, you just scroll and you scroll and you scroll, and it's like all of a sudden you're adding this to your Amazon cart. You want to go to TJ Maxx for this thing. You want to buy this, like it's ridiculous at this point. And it's not like, I am not in the tax bracket for this. And this comes on to the next one of overconsumption. I didn't believe honestly in overconsumption for a second, just because like I feel like there's a hard line of like overconsumption, or like it's a very thin line of like overconsumption and collecting and hoarding, because overconsumption in my opinion is just like organized hoarding. So and there's nothing wrong with like collecting, you know, but it's just like figuring out what's the line between those two. And for me, it's like, it's very attractive to like see these girls with like all of these different Bath and Body Works products, all these different bags, all these different like all this stuff, and it's like neatly organized in the rooms all pink, da 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 da, all these Youth Couture things, all these Bratz things, da da da. But it's just like, I myself, I do not need these things. Like when I go into stores sometimes, you like, especially like the stores like TJ Maxx, Ross, Burlington, I like love those type of stores. But like in a way, it's kind of like a thrift store in the sense of like, you may find this one day, but you can come back next week and you won't find it again. And I forgot the certain term they use for it, but like it'll be like you see it in the store and then you get it, but then you also want to get like 8 more of it because you're afraid you're never gonna find it again. So just like limiting myself with that, because I feel like I tend to do that sometimes, and just being like especially if it's a new product, I'm getting just the one, because like I don't even know if it's good or bad. Sometimes it sucks because I'll come back and the product's good and they don't have anymore. But if I come back and they do, then I'm like, okay, my limit now is 2. Or if I already have one at home, is 2, and I'll have 3. My limit is always 3 with these things, because like you just don't want to like get too caught up in stuff and just being too materialistic. And yeah, that's all of my outs. So now let's get into my ins for 2024. Ins that I have is push myself in the gym. Just push myself harder. Like I always do that. Some of these stuff like I already do, but just making sure they continue. Checking in on friends and family. I feel like I don't do this as much as I should. I still do, but not as often as I should. So just being consistent with that. Driving. I mean, why am I saying driving with little? I can't read. Drinking 4 to 5 water bottles a day. I explained this in my goals. That's just like a habit I want to make sure I keep up. Journaling. I already do it. Just keeping it up. Prayer. Practicing gratitude. Do it. Just want to make sure I keep it up. Learning new hobbies and discovering new interests. It's just been something I've really been passionate about recently. And it's just, I feel like it's a way better thing of like spending my time doing that than just mindlessly scrolling, and just because most stuff on social media is like negative, materialistic, and it's feeding into my brain and I don't like it. Self-care Sundays, I've been doing these for a long time, but I feel like lately I just haven't done them as much, and it's so sad because like I just did my self-care Sunday and it's just like I love the feeling after, and just like feeling like, and you know, just like I'm just like, oh my gosh, life is so great. So just keeping that up. Reading books, been doing it, want to keep it up. Can't do it right now because the freaking semester's starting soon. Being patient, exercising patience. This one will always be a work in progress for me, because I've been a very impatient person since I was a child, and I've been better. I really have. And it's like certain little things I literally have to do to make myself have more patience. The only one that really tests me is just patience with driving, because like I hate driving in Florida so much. So lately what I've been doing, especially because the weather's really good outside, I put my windows down, which may be annoying to everyone else because like I kind of play music a little too loud, but I put my windows down because the way that I see it in my head, or I have to see in my head, it's just like I cannot be mad while I have this good vibe of music playing outside and let everybody else see that I'm mad. I can't let that happen. I have to be vibing to music, whether someone caught me off or not. Like I have to vibe to music. Like I'm not gonna say my road's gotten better, but it's definitely not really, really bad. I just want to improve it. Keeping my word. I have always done this. I'm not the type of person to like flake on people, or like if you invite me somewhere, you like ask me like that type of thing, like I will be there. I'm always the type of person, like I'm very punctual. I'm very like, when people, I don't know, I kind of consider everything that like when I say yes is like a pinky promise to me. So people don't do it for me. It hurts a little bit, but that's a different discussion. But with this, I also want to make sure I balance, because I feel like sometimes it'll be like like someone will invite me somewhere and be like, yeah, I'm coming, and then like that day I'll feel sick as hell, and not like sick of like I'm never gonna go somewhere if like I'm sick and like I know I'm contagious, but I'm sick of like I feel nauseous, I have a headache, I'm lightheaded, da da da. And I'll be like, oh my God, like I really don't want to go, but I'll be like, but I told them I was gonna go, and like I've forced myself to get out of bed and go. Like, babes, relax, you can stay in bed, like take care of yourself first. So that wraps up this video of just me preparing and resetting for 2024. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know if y'all want more videos and y'all like the little girl talk part, because I can do girl talk videos all day. Y'all know professional yapper, I can do them all day. But I don't know, I really want to do different ones in like different settings. I just don't know what topics. So let me know if you want those videos, and stay tuned for part 2 of me doing my little self-care Sunday. And I'm really excited for this year. I'm really excited for all the content I have planned, all the videos I'm coming out, finishing second semester of nursing school, traveling, all that good stuff. And I'm really excited about this year. So yeah, comment down below some of y'all goals for 2024, or some of y'all, well, at least you want to experience. No, not everyone wants to talk about like the personal goals, obviously, but you know, some of the things you want to experience this year, maybe what's on your bucket list, something new you want to try, some little interest you want to tap into, a hobby, whatever it is. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next video.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only roll like once. Life move fast when you do.